Wait, wait! Hey, people of the web, good to have you back. My name is Paul, this is my studio, Warsaw, Poland, and this is my humble YouTube channel, delivering you audio goodies and fun since 2020, well, at least trying to do so. And special warm welcome goes to all the new viewers on my channel. Well, there's a number of you and I'm really glad to see you here, and maybe a few words of intro for all the newcomers so that you know the place you've just joined. First, this channel is versatile. It's not only music production, composing, mixing and mastering. It's also sound design and sound mixing and sound post for film and multimedia. It's also game audio. And it's also lots of different stuff that somehow reflect what I do on an everyday basis. The second thing is this channel is in-depth and no nonsense. No 3-minute long videos about 5 easy steps to make your MIDI chord sound great. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I treat you and what I do seriously, somehow responsibly, so I want to deliver you quality videos. And talking about serious stuff, today's topic is also serious, because Pulsar Audio has just released their Massive. Yeah, it's just Manley's Massive Passive emulation, and everybody knows there's a great UAD version, and I'm a heavy user of this, so I'm more than happy to compare my favorite UAD and new Pulsar Massive Passive. That's going to be the best review, the best test, so I can tell you if it's worth taking a shot and if you should go for it, or maybe still UAD is the king. Let's find out. I haven't got too much in common, so to say, with Pulsar Audio so far, because yeah, I had no reason. I'm a user of Universal Audio platform. And Pulsar Audio has got very new compressor. They've got 1178, a Smasher, which is a version of 1176, all buttons in, and I can get roughly the same tone from very similar units with Universal Audio. So of course I'm not a buyer of Pulsar Audio products, but it does not mean that they are not good and they cannot compete with Universal Audio. And I think that might be also the case with their new Massive. This is the website of the producer. Yes, I already downloaded the demo. Well, the interface looks like the original, more or less. I'm gonna have this nice visual feedback at the top. I like it. I know it's digital, but why not to take advantage of what's digital there? It's perfectly fine. I'm not a purist. And well, it looks simply cool and promising. The panel is blue, as for all Pulsar Audio units. And I'm not even gonna read anything for you from the website, because this is just Massive Passive emulation. And this is the session I prepared for you today. I took 2 songs in 2 copies. The first one has been destroyed a bit tonally with Kerhoff, and then there is Pulsar. Looks like this. So we're gonna tweak it, and the second one is UAD, destroyed tonally the same way with Kerhoff, and then Massive Passive, because that's gonna be a battle and a test head-to-head. I did the same stuff for the second song, because it's always good, I think, to test material on more than one track. And how should we do it? I think that I'm gonna simply start tweaking Pulsar Massive, so I'm gonna tell you, is it similar to UAD? I think I know UAD quite well, so I'm gonna be able to tell you if that can compete at all and if it's actually good at all. So let's start EQing. I can tell you already that this is the round, soft, juicy bass of Massive Passive that I'm used to. It's a first plus for Pulsar, and I can hear it already. What's also cool is that I can tweak it like I'm tweaking any regular digital EQ, so using the top part of the screen. Also a plus for me. The same crispiness in the tops. The mids all seem full and round to me. And okay, that's gonna be my guess. I haven't tested it against a UAD Massive Passive, but it behaves and sounds very, very similar, if you ask me. There are probably some differences, but I'm ready to work with it. I know that tool already, and it does things that are totally predictable to me. Let's tweak it more. The shortest review is that this thing sounds really good, and it does sound Massive Passive. And you know what? Now we're gonna take it and copy the settings more or less to Manley by UAD, but we're gonna do it using plugin doctor. So maybe the settings gonna be slightly different, but I need to generate the same curve so I can really compare exact same tone. And my bet is that the curve is going to be very, very similar to the UAD version. Let's go for it. Ta-da! This is the closest I could get them. I told you they sound similar, but now we have to see the knobs. So, Pulsar. 2050, let's say. It's 2020. Bandwidth is narrow. It's around 9 boost. Here it's 9 boost exactly. Then we have 2K7, 2K7. Also narrow band. There's about 4 dBs boost, exactly 3-4. Then it's 330, 330. Bandwidth is narrow here. It's almost the same narrow here. Gain is around 4. Again, it's 4 here too. And then we've got 5.6, 5.6. The bandwidth here is broader. Here shows a little bit more narrow. Gain is almost the same. I told you they are similar, and I wasn't wrong. My ears didn't lie to me. Now, guys, I'm gonna copy the Manley settings to my DAW. The settings are transferred, and I didn't mention one thing. I had to actually add some extra gain on the input of Manley to make them really matched. So it's also here, this knob. And well, guys, now we're gonna compare. Wait! I rarely experience moments that I can not say a word. And it is the moment, so I had to give myself a minute to think it over. But I'm gonna simply say that Pulsar algorithm sounds great. I mean, it's virtually the same quality as UAD, guys. And UAD, everybody knows it, sounds great. So Pulsar guys actually delivered. They really did. Their algorithm sounds amazingly good, and it's a fair and even competition for the UAD plugin. And I would say more. It's got its advantages over UAD. Why? Let's take a look again. First, it's not like the original maybe, but you don't have to switch between boosting and cutting. You've got it all on one knob. The second thing, you can tweak it all here with great visual feedback and using your mouse wheel. You can also adjust not only gain but drive. I didn't use it, but there's drive function, which is kind of analog like saturation, I suppose. It is also displaying spectrum for me, and it's like the original Massive passive upgraded in a good digital way. So I'm officially thrilled, guys. I really am. And you know what? What we're gonna do now is simply we're gonna test the second song. I already know everything, but it has to be 2 tracks. Nice! And now I'm not gonna use plugin doctor, I'm gonna transfer the raw settings like this, looking just only at the knobs, not at the real plugin doctor curve. And what is also cool, I can click it with mouse and write my value simply using keyboard. Also, one more plus for Pulsar. Let's hear the results, and the knob settings are actually exactly the same on both. Okay, I'm not gonna transfer it to plugin doctor. The UAD is a little bit more open. I would have to tweak Pulsar to make it sound more crispy. That's the only real difference I can hear. Also, the gain matching is a little bit different. But, wow, guys, officially, Pulsar Massive is amazing. Go and get it. No, I'm not sponsored by them. This is a demo. They didn't pay me a penny. I didn't buy it. I didn't get the license for it. I simply took it and review it for you. Let's sum the things up. Summing the things up is most pleasant when there's a new product out and you know it's good and you can simply recommend it to the people. And there are lots of new products on the market, on the audio market every day, and not all of them are good. You remember FeedF Gen 2 or this Space Rocket Mastering something, you're gonna find it here. Well, you feel sometimes cheated, you feel sometimes sorry, but fortunately it's not the case with Pulsar Massive. And I actually didn't know that guys at Pulsar are so good and that you should really treat them so seriously. And until today I thought that only unbeatable UAD is there, and though I'm a huge fan of UAD algorithms, they are great, they are not the only one to have a massive passive emulation that sounds so great. They have a real competition. Thanks guys, hope to see you soon. Bye.